Hello, everyone. My name is Deborah Murray, and I'm a clinical analyst at the Brightford Hospital here in New York. I work in the data and the utilization department. Thank you for attending today's presentation on length of stay. Today's title is What Story is the Data Telling Us? The first thing I'd like to do is discuss why length of stay is important. Length of stay is so important for several reasons. It's been widely considered to be an operational measure to assess efficiency, quality of care, and to assist in allocation of resources in hospitals. Some benefits of short hospital stays include the fact that it decreases the patient's chances of contracting a hospital-acquired infection. It decreases the potential exposure to medical errors. It's also beneficial to the hospital's bottom line, which I'm sure is why CEOs get excited about it. It also promotes patient satisfaction because evidence supports the fact that you are less stressed when you're at home in your own environment, and this by itself promotes healing. Now, let's review some of the data. We'll be looking at data for urban and rural hospitals for the state of New York for discharges between 2011 and 2014. The two procedures that we're going to be reviewing today include hip replacement and cesarean section. The chart that I'm going to show you is an illustration of how if length of stay data for rural and urban hospitals for patients who had C-sections. The three zip codes listed are well below the statewide length of stay for benchmark of 4. The average length of stay for these three facilities was 3.50. The next chart illustrates the average length of stay in urban hospitals in the New York area for C-sections. Again, the statewide benchmark is 4, and the urban hospitals come in at around 3.5 as well. Overall, looking at both urban and rural hospitals together, they are at 3.50 on average, which is lower than the statewide average length of stay. Now, the next thing I'd like to look at is related to hip replacements. In reviewing the data for hip replacements, this chart illustrates the average length of stay for rural hospitals, and it also shows total cost, total charges, statewide costs, and statewide charges. If you would look at the at where the cursor is pointing, you'll see that for hip replacement in zip code 12180, which is considered to be a rural hospital, which is designated by the R. That's also zip code, that also includes zip code 124. The statewide average charges were $50,135. Average cost was $20,319. The total charges were $27,022, and the total cost ended up being $8,080. Moving on down, 12204, the total costs were $8,971. Total charges, $23,337. Statewide average cost came in at $21,231, while the statewide average charges were $52,090. As you can see, zip code 12308, they had some of the highest total charges, and their total costs were a little bit higher than they were a lot higher than zip code 12204. And again, these are all rural facilities. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is an illustration of urban hospital length of stay charges versus cost. And again, in zip code 12180, we had a total cost of $8,880, with total charges being $27,022, and statewide average cost being $20,319. Statewide average charges were almost double at $50,135. Looks like the same thing in zip code 12308, which also includes zip codes 112 through 133. Now going down here and looking at 12801, their total charges were at $17,879. I'm sorry, their total costs were at $17,879. Total charges at $38,988, and the statewide charges were $21,338. The next slide I'd like to share with you is illustrating the data for both rural and urban hospitals together. Cost and charge data includes for zip code 12180, total cost of $8,880. For zip code 12204, it was total charges were $23,337. The total costs were $8,971, it looks like. Statewide charges were $52,090. And again, these are all for hip replacements. And this is urban combined with rural hospitals. I'd like to thank you for attending today's presentation. If you have questions, you're welcome to stay afterwards, and I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. Thank you.